하면 까리해 알랑가 몰라 We like party해 있잖아 마리아 이 사람으로 말씀드리자면 마리아 용기 패기 똘끼 멋쟁이 마리아 너가 듣고픈 말 하고픈 게 난데 마리아 Damn girl you so fucking sexy I'm a motherfucker gentleman. I'm a motherfucker gentleman.
What's up, gamers? This is Jim from Just Push Play here, Ottawa's video game web show. I hope you enjoyed the music, and I hope you enjoyed how I can sometimes pretend I can dance. You know, that's great. A number of important topics I want to cover today. Usually there are too many topics to fit into one episode. As you may notice, sometimes episodes get very long, and you know, I try and split them up as much as possible into something that makes a coherent episode, and you know, it sometimes makes the episode, as I said, very long, and that's why I try and avoid, you know, putting more than one topic into one video, unless, you know, there's so much to talk about that there's no time to talk about anything else. So anyways, there are a few related topics that I want to cover right now. As you've probably heard by now, Nintendo tried to block Smash Brothers Melee on the GameCube from being played in tournament style at EVO 2013, and it's pretty crazy that they tried to do that. Then the funny part is, and as much as I love Nintendo as a game company, I don't like what they've done. They actually, EVO 2013 became the biggest fighting game stream ever. So it's kind of like backslap to Nintendo, like, back off guys, you know, we are successful, we had the best ever stream of all time, like, maybe Nintendo should reconsider their policy on not allowing people to stream things without their interference, because it seems to be great publicity, especially, you know, after the fact now. It shows that EVO 2013 was a great publicity generating tool. So, you know, it's kind of silly of Nintendo to, you know, now hopefully they've backed down after seeing this, and after everyone's seeing this on the internet. So another topic I want to cover today, you know, the US government actually determined that pro video game players are classified as athletes, and that's kind of neat to see, you know, again, related to EVO 213. And yeah, we should just get started. Let's get right to it. So the EVO 2013, Nintendo wasn't just trying to shut down the stream, they were actually trying to shut down the whole event. And we only just found out this after the whole event was done, and it's shocking. Why, you know, why would Nintendo want to shut down that much publicity? I understand YouTube channels, and like if someone's, you know, earning money off of it, and I think EVO's for charity. Why would Nintendo do that? You know, they raised money in favor of charity, and if you have a look here, yeah, they managed to make an agreement with Nintendo that would allow the Smash Brothers to be kept at Melee, be kept at the tournament, but not broadcast to the internet. And the co-founder Joey Sellar, I think that's how you pronounce it, actually said, you know, we're not going to press it any further. It's their IP, end quote. He added, saying, you know, we respect Nintendo's decision to protect their IP, and we're going to comply with the legal department completely, end quote. And I think, you know, this sort of bullying by Nintendo, or it doesn't matter if it's Nintendo, it's actually more important, like any sort of business is doing this. I think it's kind of, I understand all about broadcasting, you have to have rights to broadcast things. I think that's kind of silly because it's free publicity, and I know why they don't want it to be publicized, because they don't want, you know, people ruining their brand or the name of the company or like any of the products that they have. That's why they don't want to broadcast, and there's money involved. There's always money involved behind everything, but it's just a shame that, you know, even they raised money for charity. It doesn't say here, unfortunately, but you know, they're grateful for Nintendo allowing it. I think it was No, I think I saw that. I think it was around 100, maybe it was $100,000 raised for charity. I think it was for breast cancer too. So it's kind of like, what the heck, Nintendo? Like, why are you stepping in and being a jerk? I like and I respect Nintendo, and I like to talk about Nintendo products and stuff. But it was just totally unnecessary for Nintendo to behave like that and to step in. Like, I know they're becoming more protective over their IP and talking about the YouTube videos, and now they're trying to like profit off of the videos, so we're profiting off of them, which kind of makes sense. But it's sort of a bad time. Nintendo should have started doing this a long time ago if they really are determined to do that. But still, it was not a good idea for Nintendo to do anyways. So it's kind of a shame that they chose now to do it. So I think that's all I have to say about that. I just think, and I'm glad that gamers managed to uh, you know, fend off Nintendo from doing this because, especially for charity. If people are donating money for charity, I think there's the different motive definitely makes the situation 180. And, I'm glad that they managed to make Nintendo reconsider, because the amount of bad publicity from this is just ridiculous. And, it should not be encouraged for companies to try and bully the average gamer or institutions that are doing the right thing, in my opinion. So over 130,000 people actually watched the EVO 2013 Smash Brothers Melee event, and that's just a crazy number of people tuning in, and shows that it was such a poor decision on Nintendo's behalf. So professional gamers can now actually travel with visas, just like professional athletes in terms of physical athletes. It's kind of cool that U.S. governments recognize that. As long as the physical athletes are still respected, I think it's cool that they have like similar status. I think there's still a difference between a physical athlete who trains at a sport or a number of sports that are cross sports, but gaming as an esport, it's definitely something that's growing substantially, and it's something that's getting more respect, and this shows that that's definitely happening. Um, as well, this is actually, they say that it's due to the long lobbying effort of Riot Games, who are the makers of League of Legends. So I think because of all the promotion that the guys at Riot Games have done, that's really cool that it's paid off, and we can now see the results of those efforts. But they uh, sorry, Nick Allen, the esports manager for Riot Games, quote, "We had a lot of people fighting for this." He calls the decision groundbreaking for esports. Now we can start looking at international players when they come over. It's a much easier process because they're actually recognized by the government. This is a huge thing. Um, so they had to actually provide evidence for the sport, uh, and now it's being recognized as a professional gaming is now a sport. And it's kind of cool that the U.S. Supreme Court as well has said that video games are works of art. So that's kind of neat to see. And I'm not sure if everyone actually saw this article, but it was related to the EVO 2013. So I thought, why don't we all cover all of that in one go? Now, obviously, this is a video game web show, so people are going to be a bit biased towards, gamers should be uh, considered, have the same stature, I mean, as professional athletes. Professional gamers should have the same standing. So, what do you guys think? What do you think of this news now that you've heard it, if you haven't already heard of it in the last few days? I think it sort of got lost in the shuffle a bit amongst other news. I think it was dated from Saturday. So do you think that professional gaming should still have the same stature as like traditional Olympic gaming, or otherwise physical athletes? So do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? Let me know. I'm Jim from Just Push Play, and keep on kicking ass, guys. I'm representing Ottawa's video game web show. So take care, and until next time. Bye.